Good morning, it's Nate. We got a crazy busy today, so we got a truck talks. I was on live trading this morning, gave a couple of alerts, and now I'm headed to Madera, get some cars done, and then back to Fresno to go to the gym. And then I got a couple one-on-one calls tonight, and I got to make a couple videos for my one-on-one clients. So I got a busy day, so I want to make a truck talk today. Just, save myself some time of trying to film it when I get back and edit a video and everything. So today's topic is your environment, okay? Changing your environment, getting in the right environment, and just the importance of that. So I'm just gonna tell you the honest truth. Most of the time, to be in the right environment, you have to just isolate. You have to spend a lot of time by yourself. You gotta spend a lot of time just focusing on what you think. Stop asking people what they think. Stop asking people for their opinions on what you're doing. Just do what you want to do, right? I mean, you have your desires for a reason, right? You have these ideas for a reason. God is giving you these ideas. God is giving you these desires, these passions. So stop asking people before you take action on them what they think. Stop asking them what they think will happen, because they don't know. And they're just going to tell you based off of what they've experienced in their life. And they live a whole different life than you, right? We're all different people. So you got to change your environment. And that's why I'm moving to Southern California, because I want to change my environment. I'm seeing what I'm doing here in my hometown. And I know that it's going to absolutely explode once I put myself in a bigger situation, when I'm around, just a different environment of people. I'm going to be putting myself in the right spot at the right time to really grow and develop as a person. And I just kind of want to encourage that. Obviously, I haven't done it yet. Obviously, I'm not living there yet, so I can't, talk too much about what impact it has had on me. But I just know the impact it has when you get out of your hometown, when you get uncomfortable, when you move away from everything you know. You're going to be on a new frequency. You're going to be operating from new ideas. You're going to have a whole different mental attitude, which is what's going to create these ideas, right? I've been able to think of these ideas and, still be pretty productive in my hometown, because I spend a lot of time just pretty much isolated. Like, I'm in my room on my computer and my notebook all day long, right? And I know it sounds miserable, but I enjoy it, because I enjoy business. I enjoy thinking of ideas. I enjoy impacting people's lives. I enjoy all these things. I love what I'm doing. I absolutely love my life. And so you have to, kind of change your environment. Like, if you're hanging around a bunch of people who aren't, a good influence on you, if you're hanging around a bunch of people that aren't moving forward with their life, like, you're going to most likely fall down to their level. It's really difficult to be around people who are doing the opposite of what you want and still grow, still be able to achieve things, still be able to bust your butt every day. And I mean, it's possible. Like, I'm able to I'm in my hometown, and I'm still, like, I would consider myself, as cringy as it sounds, like, I'm locked in, right? Like, I'm working 5 a.m. until, oh, this car just cut me off really bad. I'm working 5 a.m. until 10, 11 p.m. every single day, nonstop. Is that healthy? Is it balanced? No, there's no balance. I'm starting a business. I'm starting a business that's going to be a multi-million-dollar business. Just because I know where I can take it. I know where I'm going to take it. I know, what's going to happen. And so, and like I said in my other videos, it's not cocky. It's not egotistical. It's faith. It's belief in your idea. It's belief in what you can do. And anything's possible. So why not believe that you can do that? Why not believe that you can have a multi-million-dollar company? Why not move out of your hometown and push your limits, right? You got to do these things, because you only live once. Let me tell you, if you have faith, you're going to make it. You're going to survive. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. You're going to be like, wow, I have no idea how that worked out. I'll tell you exactly how. God did it. So, you just really have to change things up. Like, that's why I'm doing it, because, right, I could be staying here. I could be running my group. I could be trading, and I could still be, doing cars in my free time. And I could be, paying less rent money, like paying less for rent here, right? So you're like, oh, well, technically the smart thing to do would be to stay here. But I'm like, no, because opportunity cost. I know when I move, I know when I put myself in that environment, I know when I'm surrounding myself with those people, I'm going to be making way more than I could ever make here doing what I'm doing. And so your mind's always going to try to keep you where you are. It's always going to tell you you're in a good spot. It's always going to try to, be like, oh, no, you're comfortable, right? You're paying the bills, like, everything's fine. And so that's your mind's way of saying, like, trying to keep you in a comfortable vibration, a vibration that you're normally operating on. So you really have to force yourself. There's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be the right time, whether that's moving, whether that's buying something, whether that's, buying a new house or buying that, mentorship, whatever it is. There's never a perfect time. Oh my gosh, nobody knows how to drive today. There's never a perfect time. And so you kind of, I'm going to have to cut some people off. there's never going to be a perfect time, so you can't wait for the perfect time, right? Because you're going to forever wait. So you kind of have to understand that, like, it takes time. Not it takes time. Sorry, I'm focused on this traffic. I normally work at like 6:30, so I don't usually have to deal with traffic. But now that I trade and I have my group, I don't work till like 9. So now I'm hitting all that 8:30 traffic. It's terrible. Anyways, there's never gonna be a perfect time. So you have to just figure out what you want and just go for it, right? You can't be like, you can't be waiting for the perfect moment. You can't wait for everything to line up, because it's not gonna line up. It's just simply not gonna happen. There's no way everything's gonna line up for you and it's gonna be the perfect time to move. Like for me, it's never gonna be the perfect time to move, right? There's always gonna be a reason to stay, right? I have a lot here. I have family. I have my girlfriend. I have friends. Like, there's a lot that I'm leaving here. I have my business here. So it's like, it's not an easy thing. It's never gonna be the good time, and that's why I'm forcing myself to do it. And I'm setting a date on it, because I know if I don't set a date and I don't put it into action, it's just never gonna happen. I'm never gonna leave. I'm never gonna be able to experience that. So you have to change your environment. You have to just give yourself a time to just whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be moving to a different city. Like, even just moving to a different home, or living with different people, whatever it is, like just changing your environment, and you'll realize how much things change. So yeah, like I'm moving to a bigger city, right? Because I'm trying to build a business. I'm trying to do all these things, and I got to be around people who are like-minded. I got to be around people who have bigger businesses than I could ever imagine. I got to be around people who have already done the things that I want to do 10 times over again. So that's why I'm changing my environment. And not only does actually physically changing your environment change your mental attitude and your thoughts, but also the thought of changing your environment changes your thoughts. Like, I had to come up with all these ideas. How am I going to afford to live, right? My business is here. How am I going to do this? So now me moving is forcing me to come up with all these thoughts that are pushing me, right? I'm going to be making more money than I could ever fathom when I was just detailing cars. And it's like, well, why do I have these thoughts? Because I was forcing myself to change. I was forcing myself to grow. I was forcing myself to make these jumps, even though I didn't have any sign it was going to work. I didn't have any physical proof that any of this was going to work, but I stopped going to school. I went full. I said, you know what? I believe in God, and I believe in myself. I know I'm going to be able to make it work. I don't care what happens. I'm going to make it work, whatever obstacles thrown at me. And you have to have that confidence, because when you get the obstacles in your path, you can just walk right over them and say, yeah, that was cute, whatever, on to the next thing. No issue. And so you just have to move with that force, and you have to take action on all these ideas, right? My life was moving slow for a few months because I wasn't taking action on these ideas. I was getting all these ideas: make this YouTube video, do YouTube videos, make multiple TikToks a day. Why don't you help people with trading? Like, I was getting all these random ideas, but I wasn't taking action on a single one. And I was like, I just don't know why I'm moving so slow. Like, my life doesn't feel like it's moving in the direction anymore. Like, it's just like I'm not going backwards, but I'm just kind of barely creeping forward. And then I just started taking action. I said, you know what? I made a committed decision. I said, in March, I'm going to film 31 YouTube videos. I'm going to film 93 TikToks. I'm going to post them on all the platforms. I'm just going to freaking believe in myself and just go for it. I don't care if I get 1 view per video. I'm doing it. And that has created all the opportunities I now have. Like, if I hadn't have been doing that, I wouldn't have my trading group. I wouldn't have had multiple clients already. Like, I wouldn't have all this if I hadn't have made those decisions. And that just shows how one leads to the next. Your idea may not be what makes you the money, but the idea that comes from your actions is what will make you the money. So you just always have to take action on everything, because you're not always going to be compensated directly through what you're doing. A lot of times it's going to be through a source where you don't even realize that's the way you're being compensated for something else you did. So that's kind of the moral of the story, is just take action and change your environment. Get uncomfortable. I'm nervous a lot of the day. I'm literally not sick to my stomach, but I got butterflies in my stomach a lot, because when you're thinking these big ideas, when you're thinking about what you can do, how can I maximize this, how can I help these people, how can I make this more effective, how can I when you're always thinking about growing, your body doesn't like that. Your body doesn't like those unfamiliar thoughts. So you have to fight through it, and you have to just, like I said, walk through them like a freaking beast and say, I don't care. Yeah, I'm nervous. Perfect. I'm nervous to make that phone call. Okay, I'm gonna call him 3 times just to show that I'm not scared. So you just have to really do that to yourself. Don't spend any time thinking about it. Just do it. Don't think, do. And I know that sounds backwards probably, but don't think. Seriously, you get an idea, do it. Do it. I don't care if you fail. I don't care if you fall on your face. Do it. Because the more you think about it, it's just simply you're never gonna do it. It's never gonna be the good time, and you're never gonna do it. So just take action on those ideas. And yeah, I know I kind of went completely on a whole different topic, but If you can't tell, I really enjoy talking about this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in my live trading group, I got one-on-one coaching. You get multiple one-on-one calls where I literally walk you A to Z on the trading strategy and the mindset you need to have behind it. And I do live trading every morning. I'll send alerts for every trade I take, every time I sell. Literally, I'll hold your hand every step of the way. So if you're interested in that, just DM me on Instagram and we can hop on a call and see if it's a good fit for you. I'm not just trying to get whoever. I want to make sure it's a good fit. I want to make sure you're going to benefit from it. I'm not just here to take money. So, if you're interested in that, DM me on Instagram and we can talk, and we can hopefully get you in the group and get you making money from your phone. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. See ya.